Hi there, Aries. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa, from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the roles might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Aries, is going to be a universe system format. We're going to be looking at your energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I am also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Aries, I usually only pull 3 cards for the overall energy, but you have 4 cards right here. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and also the Judgment in upright position. I feel that at this present moment, you're very dead set on your thought, right? I feel that there is somebody here whom you have a very negative perception of. You are giving them a bit of a title or a label. That's what I would say, okay? You're not really wanting to deal with this person because this person has always been giving you like a lot of headaches. And in the past, you did allow them to give you a headache, but I feel that in the present moment, I feel that you are being pushed by your guides and your angels to completely establish your boundaries and focus solely on your own sense of stability and your security. I feel that you just want to stay grounded. I feel that this week, any type of people who is going to bring you any sorts of headache, you're just not really going to be paying a lot of attention to it. Now, what are the challenges within this connection? You have the Magician, and you also have the Two of Swords in upright position. I feel that one of the biggest challenges within this connection has a lot to do with, you have this, I don't think that you're really wishy-washy when it comes to it. I mean, like your overall energy in the present moment and also in the past kind of like indicates to me how you've learned things about this person. You've learned things about this relationship to a point where you feel a bit unimpressed by it. So I feel that this is not truly you, but I feel that it's more about from their side where they're being a bit wishy-washy. They are kind of like trying to decide what to do about this connection. How is it that they could do certain things in order to gain your attention back to them so that you could be more attracted to them as well. But we're going to clarify in a moment, okay? Now, in the past, this person has the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Your side, you have the Page of Swords and you have the Four of Cups in upright position. This person in the past tried in their own way. Three of Pentacles, I agree, does talks about collaborations, it does talks about teamwork, but as you can see, people have their own way in doing things, correct? Like even if you were to be approaching like a work project or like a college project, like you would have your own way in doing things. Now this person did try. This is what they're saying, or this is their perceptions of things. They did try to make it work with you. And I feel that one of the reasons why they wanted to work it out with you has a lot to do with when things are great between the both of you, it really made them super duper happy. But I feel that this Four of Wands is a very happy feeling, right? Like it's a very up in the air kind of feeling, but it's wands, it's very temporary. So I feel that at some point in time, you're getting bored of that. You're getting bored of the fun. You're getting bored of them doing things their own way. And I feel that you've learned like a lot of lessons and a lot of knowledge in the past in regards to yourself, in regards to this person, in regards to what a healthy relationship look like. And you're starting to believe that, you know what this person has to offer towards me, what this person has been bringing to my life, I'm not truly interested in that. I'm just not really impressed by it. Okay. But this person, okay, I'm gonna go to that later. Now in the present moment, you have the Star and you also have the Justice in upright position. I feel that during Libra season, you guys are going to be pushed into finding your own soul purposes. I feel that there's going to be a certain things that you're going to be interested in. And my biggest advice to you is that go ahead and pursue that. This could be a very random thing. Like all of a sudden you could be interested in, I don't know, something that got to do with herb or something that got to do with politics or whatever. Try to pursue that, because I feel that during Libra season, you guys are going to be led to follow a path for your own self-fulfillment and also for your soul purposes. Now, your energy right now doesn't really indicate your care about this connection or your care about this relationship in general, because again, as I mentioned earlier, I feel that you're very level-headed in the present moment, and you're very clear though. Now, from this person's side, they have the Four of Swords and they also have the Seven of Pentacles in upright position. That's what I saw in the challenges, right? You might be dealing with a Gemini, by the way, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or an Air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a Capricorn. That's as far as I can see right now. But anyway, this person's energy is very, they have a too extreme energy. At one point, they're like, you know, kind of right, I don't really want to talk about it. I kind of want to be aloof about it. I just want to sleep. But also at the same time, they're kind of like expecting this relationship to grow. They're kind of like expecting things to flourish or to blossom between you and them. I'm going to clarify in a moment. Now, from your side now, actually from their side in the future, they have the Eight of Swords and they also have the Three of Cups in upright position. This could be about a new person coming into your life. This could talk about two people here. One person whom feels very, very desperate because of the fact that you're no longer into this person. And then there's a new person right here who you are trying to get to know a lot better, who feels a bit familiar. Talking to them will make you feel at ease. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? But if you're not single and ready to mingle and you're just wanting to be focusing on this person, I feel that in the future, this person would kind of like try to befriend you, trying to make things to be less cold or less awkward between the both of you. But we're going to clarify in a moment, okay? From your side, you have the Lovers and you also have the Two of Cups in upright position. I feel that in the future, you guys are going to just be content. I feel that if this is just about one person, if you're not wanting to move on from this person, I feel that in the future, you guys would like to communicate to this person about what you see in a relationship and what you kind of like want in a relationship, which will then in fact is going to make them feel a bit anxious about it. But I feel that eventually things are going to be okay between the both of you because of this communication that is going to be happening in the future. Now that is a scenario if you guys are only dealing with one person, but if you're dealing with two people, you would have somebody who is very desperate about you while you are going to explore another thing with another person who it feels kind of like quite casual. It feels very easy because this person is the type of person who is very easy to talk to. Okay, so now let's clarify your reading, Aries. I want to clarify that Four of Swords from their side, Five of Wands, Nine of Swords, and also the Seven of Wands in upright position. Clarify the Star. I think this is like the case where everybody is actually thinking that they're in the right. This person also think that they are actually in the right. And you see this Five of Wands right here, the imaginary of it. Yeah. You have five people who is trying to hit their target, but with a blindfold on. It looks silly. So I feel that from this person's side, one of the ways that they cope with the situation between you and them is by them also kind of like, no, but Aries also made me feel this way. I kind of like want to resist that. I want to fight back too. Aries did make me feel that way. And from your side, you're like, I don't think that right now you are blaming. So it's a very different type of energy. From their side, they're much more blaming you. From your side, you're more practically evaluating this person and thinking that, you know what, you're not worth my investment. You're not really worth my energy. You know what I mean? So there is a very big difference of energy here. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Especially if you are dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this person would like you to do something towards them first, okay? They're hopeful that you would do it, while also at the same time being extremely anxious and being extremely careful on, what would you do if you were to be doing that? So if you're dealing with an air sign and you're thinking of doing that, don't. Why? Because they would want to make you need to prove yourself. There's going to be like a lot of questions that this person is going to ask or is going to question to you. It's just so, it's like you almost need to prove yourself to them that your intentions are pure and there is a good intentions behind you, and etc. Justice, clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, and also the Six of Cups in upright position. In the past, you did gave label to this connection. You probably thought that this person was your soulmate, your twin flame, your karmic relationship, because, when it was good, it was really good. In the beginning, it was really, really fun. It did kind of like light the spark in your heart, and it made you feel like an Aries, right? Like it felt so free when things are great between somebody whom we believe that we have a very fated connection to. But I feel that, again, as I mentioned earlier, right now you're no longer in that state of mind. Right now you're just at the energy where I'm just going to judge this and I'm going to evaluate this from a very, very logical perspective. And I'm going to be very just and I'm going to be very fair with how I evaluate things between me and them. Okay, now let's clarify the future. Interesting. So I'm going to go with a two people scenario first, okay? I'm going to have to retract what I said in the early before I clarified. So if you're dealing with two people, person A, whom you've had a history with, whom you were obsessing about in the past, not in the recent past, this person would feel very, especially if it's an earth sign, this person would get really hurt because they feel that you don't love them as much as they want you to love them. They feel that you seem to be very aloof and nonchalant about it. And for some reason, it would kind of like quite make you feel empathic or guilty or feel bad about it. And I feel that this person is going to either, one, communicate that with you explicitly, or is going to communicate that with you implicitly, with the fact, just saying like, I'm really hurt right now because I'm here, I'm available for you, and you're not, Aries. That's what they're trying to say if you're dealing with two people. Now let's say that's for person A, the past person that you've had history with. Let's see the new person. With the new person, again, things are just going to flow really, really good between the both of you. But if you're dealing with two people, love, I really want you to, especially if it's a new person, I really want you to be always on the same page as they are, okay? Because I see you being into them more than they're into you. You're already in the energy of Two of Cups, where they're at the Three of Cups, where, yeah, they're still evaluating. They're still just wanting to get to know you better. They still kind of like, I'm not going to say that they're taking it casually, but they're taking it kind of like quite lightly. So it's not very heavy yet. But for you, especially if you're dealing with two people, this new person would pull your heartstrings a little bit to a point where you're already, at a place where they're not there yet. Okay. Now, if you are only dealing with one person, I see a conversation going to happen between the both of you that would have the ability to communicate and express each other's feelings, emotions, and hurt. Okay? This person would tell you that they feel hurt by certain things because they feel that you're kind of like quite a bit detached about the whole thing. Again, especially, I think a lot of you are dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius as well here, or fire sign, but it doesn't matter. But they're going to try to communicate with you their feelings and their pain and their hurt towards you that is going to kind of like light the fire in your heart to, again, either feel guilty or to feel sorry or to feel bad about it. But I do see that after that conversation, you guys are going to be having a very heart-to-heart talk with one another. Because things are going to be out in the open in the future. It's not going to be something that is hidden. But I do see something being solved here if you're only dealing with one person. Okay, so now let's pull some advice card for you here, Aries. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and also the Eight of Swords in upright position. How long has it been since you last felt like yourself? That's the first thing that I'm getting from when I pulled that card. And it's a very strong messages from your angels and guides, yeah? How long has it been, Aries, since you last felt like yourself? I feel that you've been surrounding yourself with a lot of this mental imprisonment, right? Hoping that an information, a conclusion, or somebody would be able to free you from this. No, the only person who is able to free you from this is yourself. The discipline that you're having in the present moment is very good. I just want to be disciplined in me staying practical and me staying grounded and me carrying the things that matters to me, practically speaking. It's good. But you got to remember this thing. The only person who could save you is you. But what do you need to do? You got to remove yourself from things that are of your comfort zone. You got to say goodbye to a few things. Maybe temporarily or maybe permanently. So this advice could be applied to your love life, or it could be applied to your general life in general, where in order for you to break free from the problems that you got to get out of your comfort zone. You know what you need to do, though. I think you've been calculating what you need to do. What is it? Like you're having a bit of a problem with your career. You're not satisfied with your career. You know what you need to do, but I feel that you haven't done that simply because you've been comfortable living in your comfort zone and not really getting away from it. And that is one of the reasons why you haven't been feeling like yourself lately, because again, that hesitancies, that staying in your own comfort zone is not really so Aries-like, isn't it? Okay, so I think that is it for my reading for you here, Aries. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.